Hey everybody, welcome back to Tamer Talk, the official Wildhearts podcast. I am one of your hosts today, Chase, and then joining me today is Randy once again. The two of us are taking over the podcast one episode at a time here, and we've got some big news, right? We had some big news drop, so we've got a lot to cover today. But before that, man, what has been going on? It was the holidays, so the last Tamer Talk wasn't really a Tamer Talk. It was just like a quick little blurb. So it's been like almost a month since we had like a sit down of like decompressing and everything else. So what have you had going on with the holidays and all that?
Yeah, we do holidays pretty big here. We decorated. We love to decorate. We love to make cookies, do all that kind of stuff. And then we had a bunch of people over for Christmas, and then we went to my parents for Christmas. It was a lot. It was good though. How about you? You do anything exciting for Christmas?
Well, so we traveled a little bit. We had to go like one state over, but it was long enough. It was a couple days at my father-in-law's house. Um, but last time I went there, like during the summer, we had to help him move, and that was miserable. So this time was way more relaxing, and yeah, I just like chilled out and played my PSP the whole time. So yeah, throwback to anyone still with an OG PSP that still works. Somehow mine just knock on wood, but still kicks. It's crazy. Um, but yeah, then we did the holiday stuff, and then my daughter's birthday is on New Year's Eve, so then we had to do that, and then we had to have her actual birthday party because we can't have her birthday party on New Year's Eve because families have stuff going on. So then we had to do that later, and no lie, the day before her birthday, I ended up picking her up and like tweaked my back just right, and just like crazy pain, just hurt so bad. I had to take like a couple muscle relaxers, and I thought I was finally getting on the mend today. Like literally today was the first day that it didn't hurt after like 4 days now. And we go to Walmart, and I'm walking around Walmart, and it just seizes up and it just hurts so bad. And I'm like, oh no, I have to be recording with Randy in 20 minutes. So I'm like hobbling out of Walmart to get in my truck to drive home and to like get everything all set up. So I'm like sitting here like with decent posture, trying to record with a good straight face for you guys because I know how important getting these videos out, on Wild Hearts Wednesday is for us and for me. So I know I've got to buckle down and do this. So I'm in pain, but the news is too big to not talk about. So we are here and we're going to talk about some cool stuff. I think it's cool, and so far has been pretty well received, I think, by the community that has seen it so far. So let's switch screens here. And yeah, so we got the new series timeline. It's gone from 6 series in a year down to 4 series. Uh, right off the bat, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, thank God, I don't have to buy product as often, right? Because hearing 6 sets a year, but it's not. It went from 22 cards, now we're to 33 card sets. I think this is much more manageable. What do you think about all this?
Yeah, I personally am a big fan of this change. I know it was a lot of work for the dev team to crunch down the 6 sets into the four because you can't just take the cards and then just add 11 cards into the sets randomly because we make sure that the balance is like you can't be adding cards that there isn't an answer for in a series, right? So, but personally, I'm super stoked for this because it's going to give more time to let the sets breathe in between them. It's going to make the sets feel bigger, um, just kind of within itself by a little bit, which is always kind of a nicer feeling in my opinion. Um, and it gets more cards in a way, like in the series one. I'm really excited for series one. It's going to be amazing. So,
Yeah,
what are your thoughts?
That Magibee right there on screen, like just right there for everyone to see. I am super excited for that guy. That's going to be a nice one, a nice change up for Ferocity because I'm fine with all the other styles and playing those, but like the Magibee just like speaks to my play style. So I'm like, yes, it's front loaded. Although seeing my Shipus there in Series 3 is a little sad. My Puppo there, super adorable. But yeah, the 4 series I think will do a lot better. And I think it'll also be a lot less stress on the back end, right? Having to get produced every single like other month, like that's a lot on the production side, and just a lot like you're always going basically, right? There's no time for the staff to recuperate between releases. So this, I think this will be a nice not necessarily needed, but appreciated nonetheless. Having them a little bit more spread out like this will be really cool. And yeah, having everyone, have time with them, like giving that spread out aspect to it is going to be really good because when you get your product, right, before it was you get your product and we're already going into the next series, so you haven't even have time to play with your series before we're already doing reveals and getting the next series going on Kickstarter, and like haven't even had time to really play with these cards yet, and you're already going into the next one. So this will help with that, really give people a chance to play with their cards before thinking about the next set and the next set, right? Because I know that's how my TCG brain works. Is like I'll be playing stuff and then I'll be like keeping an eye on reveals for the next set, and I'll be like, okay, so that's coming out. I need to prepare for this. I needed to get this. And it's like just be in the here and now. And I think having it spread out like this, will accomplish that, right? Because this is the old school standard 4 releases a year. Is I mean, I feel like that's gone so far. We haven't seen this in a TCG in ages. 4 sets a year. Now everyone's like, oh yeah, well 4 main sets, and then we'll have 3 supplementals, and then we'll have like 8 starter decks, and it's just like, so it's not really 4 releases a year, but for us, it will be. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely excited for that.
Yeah, and I think as an aside, it also gives our art team the ability to be really creative because it's not just 6 sets crammed in. Now we got 4 and it's a little more spread out, and I know he's pretty excited about some of the stuff coming out and the new styles that he can do with that too. So
Oh yeah, I'm always hearing about just all the new artwork and the alternate arts and stuff. It's like, oh, I have more time now to work on the next series, and I can do more. And it's like, oh, okay, all right, going above and beyond. We appreciate it. Everyone loves some good alt arts, so yeah, that's really cool. And for everybody worried about the pack breakdown, so we're going from 22 cards to 33. It's not a huge jump, right? It's an 11 card increase. I don't have the math numbers on that. I know you guys, there's some of you out there that are really good at the math numbers and can break down exactly how many more packs you need to get now versus before for getting your play sets and things like that. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not huge. It's not a huge, change. But the breakdown is still the same. You still have the same like pack ratios as you did before. There's just more cards to the card pool. That's literally the only change. Is the card pool got a little bit bigger. And this was some good information that I thought was really kind of interesting. So each series here will always have 5 familiars and 3 fields. And then 2 styles will have 7 cards per series, and then the other 2 will have 8. And then, of course, those will alternate every single series on which ones have the 7 and which ones have the 8. Because, you don't want to constantly one style just forever always getting more cards. Would not be cool. So they'll go back and forth there between every series. So by the end of it, everyone will have an even amount of cards. So you always know how many, like, well, I've opened 4 familiars so far. I must be missing one. I wonder which one it is, right? Or, so on and so forth. So you always know exactly how many cards of each that you still need. So just a little bit of added info there. Also, did want to take a moment quick to shout out when we have all these series releases, the 48-hour bonus is huge, right? You get cards early if all you got to do is back in the first 48 hours. And it doesn't even have to be like your complete whatever, all the stuff you want, because you don't pay till the end. You don't pay till the campaign is completely over, and then that's when you get charged. So you can go ahead and just pick what you want, even if you just picked like a single booster bundle or a single booster pack, right? that locks you in for that first 48-hour bonus, and then you're just good after that. So then you can just change your pledge later on in the Kickstarter. So that first 48 hour is huge for us just because it's really good for the algorithm and everything like that. So honestly, if you're watching this video, you're 10 minutes in, right, to this Tamer talk, and you haven't done the first 48-hour bonus, please do, because that's huge. It really helps with the algorithm a lot.
It does, and it lets Kickstarter. That algorithm is what Kickstarter uses to push out to new people that aren't aware for Wildhearts, and that's why a lot of Kickstarters do the big 48-hour reward, because it helps us help you. And so these, if my understanding is correct, these Series 1 40-hour rewards are the Series 1 cards from our Series 0 Kickstarter, where if you backed in the first 48 hours, this would be one of the 4 cards you could have gotten
Right.
when we start fulfilling that coming up here this month.
Yeah, and then when Series 1 launches, then the first 48-hour bonus will be a Series 2 card, right? So you'll get it, like whatever is it, like 3 months early. I think that's how it breaks down. Is yeah, you get it 3 months before the next series comes in. So like that's a pretty good amount of time to have access to a card that's not out yet, I would think.
Especially if you get that Magibee early, that's a familiar. It's going to open up a whole new deck arc.
Yep. Yeah. Anytime you can get a single familiar, like instantly changes your whole like building dynamic and what you're capable of doing, as opposed to like a card in a deck style. So yeah, the Magibee. Oh, it's so good. KO. I just see KO right there, and I'm locked in for sure. Ferocity and KO effects. Let's go. But now let's jump over, and you've got some stuff to talk about, though. So I've done my little bit there of what was covered yesterday in the big reveal for our series. But you've been doing a lot of work on the back end yourself. So go ahead and take us away with what you got.
All right, so let's talk about a new program we're coming out with, and I'm pretty excited about it. So we have content creators in the Discord, and we are coming out with a program to kind of reward them and get new content creators. So it is the and all right, so just kind of the beginning, we're going to create a TCG or a creators guild for the content creators, and what that's going to be is if you make long form videos, shorts, you do live streams. There's a criteria how many you need per month, but really it's kind of a guideline for us. So if you want to make content for Wildhearts and you want to submit your application to us. And what that's going to do is we're going to reward you for making stuff for us, like a lot of these other TCGs do. So you're going to be able to get boosters, a playmat, and a fancy card. So let me kind of like speed up and give you an example of what like Series 1, the reward what that would look like. So we're going to come out with a special alt art card just for this program, and that card is going to also be featured on the playmat, and that's going to be exclusive to content creators and a couple other types of groups that we're going to make this program for as well. So the mechanics on the card, we don't do unique mechanics, but the art on the card will be exclusive to this program. And then in addition to that, um, for each series, you'll get maybe like a booster bundle and some other stuff like that. So we definitely want to be rewarding people in our community for promoting our community, because the best way that we're gonna to grow and to get people into the game is to be passionate about it and be excited, and that's what playing in your own groups for, and these communities are as well. So we talked about content creators. That's one group. The next group is going to be what we call community tinkerers, and that's people that like, do you program web pages? Do you have an app that is super cool that people are using for Wildhearts that you want to promote and let people use? So that's something that if you are handy with that kind of thing, or you're doing that, reach out to us. We might That'd be another way to do that. And then the third one, which is still being hammered out, is people who are organizers. So you, excuse me, you want to promote a bunch of events and run them, then we're going to break down what exactly that entails to be a event organizer, but that can be another way to get these rewards as well. So I'm going to circle back to the content creator thing, because that's kind of the main and first branch of this that we're doing. And so basically, this is going to kind of be the ambassador program that we have now. So to be part of the ambassador program, and then we're going to work with you on the details and the specifics on that. And then basically what will happen is every series that you are part of this, and we're gonna have a big document that's gonna lay out the specifics on this, but you'll get those rewards that we kind of talked about before, and then you will have kind of, when we get to reveal season, which is going to kind of be once people get their cards from series 0, we're going to start rolling out reveal season for series 1 shortly after that. And those in the ambassador program are going to get first kind of pick on what they want to reveal in that upcoming season. Now, that doesn't mean that if you're not an ambassador, you're not part of this, content creator guild, that you won't be able to get any reveals. We'll definitely still have reveals for you, but it does mean that being part of it is really beneficial.
Nice. Okay. And um, so I've done like stuff with other companies in the past with my old YouTube channel, uh, doing like openings and stuff like that. But this is, but I was always contacted. This is a way for content creators to come to us and request to join, and you, basically, if you want to support us, we'll support you. If you want to make content for us, then we'll gladly, in turn, support you. And I think that's awesome, because it's so hard for a lot of content creators out there. Like, oh man, I would really love to become a part of this and do more, right? And like, this is definitely one of those ways. It's just like we're literally opening the door for you people to come and join our content creator program. And so yeah, the freebies and stuff, like that's always cool. Like, yeah, we got the Valentina and Titus Tamer challenges there. That's our solo mode. Solo, or you can add them into your multiplayer games, and they're like an automated player kind of thing. The 2-player starter set, boosters, like who doesn't love getting free booster packs, right? Like, I don't think there's, even if you own like a ton of cards from a set, if someone hands you free booster packs for something that you enjoy playing, I don't think you're gonna mind that at all, right? So that's cool. And then the exclusive alternate art, so going even further and above and beyond for you guys, that's really awesome, to give them something super special like that, for the amount of work that people put into their content and making content. I think that's an incredible reward myself. I know back whenever I was making content like crazy for other TCGs, I would have jumped at the opportunity for something like this myself. So I hope it translates to people watching this as well. And well, I'm going to go and make a video dedicated to this later on. So if you know anybody that you're watching this, and you know someone that makes content, and you think, oh, maybe this might be a good way to get them into the game. Like 2 days after this goes live, I'm gonna drop another video with just dedicated to the content creator program. So make sure you go and share that video to them as well, or you can just always timestamp this one for them. So yeah, that's amazing. I am in full support of supporting content creators. Yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to circle back to and just kind of reiterate is, we're going to come up with these guidelines on what you need to be in the Content Creators Guild. And some of those are like view requirements and video requirements. And what I really want to stress is those are guidelines, but if you're maybe just a little bit under that on your average views, like still definitely reach out, and we'd love to collaborate with you. And that, just because if you don't meet these requirements that we have here exactly, that doesn't mean that we would reject it, if that makes sense.
For sure. Yeah, try to work with everybody, no matter how big or small your platform is, right? Well, I think that just about wraps us up here today. I don't have any other info to dump on you guys just yet. Got to keep some cards in hand still. We do have are on the January 28th. So we're doing our big every release, basically our TED Talk, right? Where we're gonna get together live for you guys. We're gonna have the team there, and any question you want to ask there, make sure you write it down. You can let us know beforehand if you want for us to cover it. If you want to ask us there live and get our on the spot answer as well, definitely feel free to do that. This is going to be on January 28th. Okay, it'll probably be in the evening, knowing us, like evening Central Standard Time, so CST. We don't have specifics yet, but be on the lookout. A lot more news. So we've kind of held some back, a little bit of what we got going on, but by then we're gonna have a lot more info to throw at you guys. So come back for that. We will have another Tamer talk before then, though. So as always, keep watching out, keep watching for content, waiting for news. We appreciate all of you guys so very much. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't already, go check out the Kickstarter, right? If you haven't already, clearly there's something about this that has drawn you in, and we would love for you to go check out the Kickstarter and come support us and join the community, join our Discord, come play games with us. We play games every Friday night. There's someone on the team is always rare and ready to go to get some games in, and we just love hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, and we'll say we have our Roost event going on right now, and there's a weekly quest every week. So if you haven't joined the Roost event, come join it. There's people playing games quite often now because these weekly quests have definitely spiked in engagement in the Discord and games being played. So it's a lot of fun. The challenges change every week, and you get bonus points, so you can get some really cool rewards. So if you haven't, do that. Join the Roost event. Come join it and message me or people in the community, and let's get some games in. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, anyone with the staff tagline, just go ahead and just spam them endlessly in their DMs, and they'll answer you.
Especially if their name is Chase.
Yeah, in the middle of the night specifically, like 5:30 in the morning. You know who you are. All right. Well, with that, we'll catch you guys next time.